Wow, folks, wow. The StickStar Report Game of the Week presented by Team Issue with a game recap of one of the biggest Texas high school lacrosse rivalries, Highland Park vs. ESD. This chapter certainly didn't disappoint. In the first, both goalies made saves as each team looked to feel out their opponent. Ultimately, it was William Blair who would get the Eagles the 1-0 advantage at the end of the first. For years, Highland Park has excelled in transition, and Friday night the Scots would capitalize in unsettled situations. McKay Hansen would tie it for HP, then Jake Griffin and Drew Wasserman would respond for the Eagles. Short sticks aren't the preferred matchup against Wasserman as he would capitalize, getting topside and beating Walker top shelf. HP would quickly strike back, with the Eagles committing too many men forward, Gabriel to Frazier, Frazier to Uphoff, and ultimately Thomas Mankey would make it a one-goal game. There would be no shortage of going back and forth in this one, as neither team would exceed a 3-goal lead. Up next, Wilson Murphy winding up, getting to the middle and canning it. And then again, HP in the break, McKay Hansen finishing with pressure. 3 transition goals for the Scots, more where that came from, 4-3 Eagles at the half. To start the third, ESD would come out on fire, Reed Landon beating his man from the wing, then finding Caden Dundon on a feed out of his windup. Finally, Preston Morway would also beat Walker on a time and room finish against the Scots zone defense. The Scots mixing up their defensive scheme throughout. Now it was HP's time for a 3-goal run. Beatrill beating his man topside for the finish, Drew Scott from range, and then Drew Scott would find Beatrill again inside with HP clawing back to make it a 1-goal game heading into the fourth. In the fourth, the pendulum would swing once again, back and forth, with ESD on man up. The Eagles' extra man would capitalize on this opportunity with Wasserman's jump shot. Notice the Concord lows. Then Sitton would respond with some heavy heat from range, the ball just trickling over GLE. Again, Eagles would respond. William Blair getting his second of the game inside to give them a 2-goal lead, but then HP once again would claw back. McKay Hansen would finish his hat trick for the Scots, and then Thomas Mankey would find Pete Sitton wide open on the backside, a sensational feed for a rather appropriate dip and dunk finish. Ball game all tied up, 1:47 left in the fourth. The Scots still searching for their first lead of the game, and it would come off of a Drew Scott alley dodge. Late slide, HP up 1. That's when it happened. A little SportsCenter magic. Truly a candidate for goal of the year, and an exclamation point on a massive comeback. McKay Hansen with a 20-yard plus BTB dime to Thomas Mankey, who canned it BTB himself. The crowd went nuts, and ultimately stormed the field prior to zeros on the clock. It was pandemonium at Highlander, with HP knocking off ESD in this instant classic. Both teams turned their attention to this weekend, with HP playing Torrey Pines in the Woodlands back-to-back, and ESD now has a tough district game against Capel. Stay dialed in as we provide tons of consistent and comprehensive coverage on our march towards the second season. Anthony Kremen, StickStarLax.com, StickStar Report. Like, share, retweet, subscribe, and we'll see y'all real soon.